The latest on this, France 24's Nick Holdsworth is standing by in Moscow. Nick, why such a strong reaction by Russia's Orthodox Church then?
This cathedral turned museum, now turned mosque, has always been at the very heart of Eastern Christianity. It's revered as the site of the founding, if you like, of Eastern Christianity in Constantinople, as Istanbul was called back in those days at the end of the Roman Empire. And therefore, it holds a particular special place in the hearts of the Russian Orthodox community. And the Patriarch Kirill spoke about this earlier this week in very, very strong terms, saying that converting it to a mosque would be an attack on all of Christian civilization. It would cause deep pain to the Russian people, and he reminded the nation and the world that relations between Russia and Turkey are developing dynamically, he said. So, I mean, all of that is true. I mean, relations between Russia and Turkey, sometimes strained, sometimes positive, are dynamic. So, to the Eastern Church, this is at the very heart of their belief. This is where very early heads of the church were crowned. There's an enormous amount of history and tradition involved here. And this decision by Turkey comes just a week after Russians voted in a plebiscite for a new constitution, which specifically states that Russia is a Christian nation. That's never been in a Russian constitution before, and it kind of also cements the return to power of the Russian Orthodox Church after years out in the cold during the Soviet period, and under President Putin in the last 2 decades, an increasingly close, almost symbiotic relationship with the Kremlin. So for the Russian church, and indeed for the Russian state, this is a big shock, and there will almost certainly be some kind of vocal protests here in Russia, as much as there has been celebration in Istanbul by some today.
Well, as you say, Nick, the Russian Orthodox Church has made no bones about its feeling on this move. Could there be consequences politically when it comes to Russian-Turkish relations?
I mean, this almost certainly will put a lot of stress on relations between Moscow and Ankara. The Russians and the Turks have a very interesting relationship. In many ways, Erdogan, the Turkish President Erdogan and Russian President Vladimir Putin, mirror images. They've both built their careers on a very strongman image. They've both involved their respective religions closely in the state. In Russia, Christianity; in Turkey, Islam. They're very similar. They work together quite well at times. They've been working quite closely together, trying to get ceasefires, trying to forge a peace plan in Syria, but there have been some very difficult moments. Just over 4 years ago, the Turks shot down a Russian fighter jet over the Turkish-Syrian border, and Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, turned around and cancelled all flights of Russians and Turks between the two countries. More recently, they have been making progress in Syria. Erdogan and Putin negotiated a ceasefire and a safe passage corridor around Idlib in March. So, I mean, the relations are difficult, but they are in many ways constructive. This decision, which seems to have been taken in Turkey to shore up President Erdogan's position there, will certainly put stress and strain on diplomatic relations between Russia and Turkey, and we may see some kind of response. There's been no response yet from the Kremlin, but we may see something. Earlier this week, Russian MPs were appealing to their Turkish counterparts to stop this move in Istanbul, so there will be ramifications.
All right, well, with those possible ramifications, keeping us up to date, Nick Holdsworth, you're in Moscow. Thank you. We're just getting you the very latest on